Hello everyone, here we are one more day in the diversity team, and today we bring the case of a teacher called Elena Andreo Carrillo, who has created the best educational response for Claudia. Luckily, here we have her with us on live, so she can explain it to us better.
Good afternoon, diversity team, and thank you very much for inviting me. Well, talking about Claudia, she's an 11 years old pupil. She's very responsible, very talented, and very smart. Well, here's the presentation that I sent you that shows how is my educational response. Hope you like it. Claudia's case is that she is a child with needs, which means that is a child with special educational needs.
Pupils like Claudia should have an individualized and educational curricular adaptation as they need individualized transformment or personalized attention in one or more subjects. The first thing she will need, first of all, is a psychopedagogical evaluation report, in which Claudia's diagnosis will be specified. This report will be created by the counselor. On the other hand, the same counselor will create a school educational proposal for her, in which everything she will need will be developed. The purpose of this is also to be able to place Claudia in the classroom model that suits her best. Normally, they should be in ordinary classes, as is Claudia's case, unless she has a severe intellectual disability. I, as Claudia's tutor, had to prepare as coordinator a PTI together with the teaching team. This was informed and advised by the guidance counselor. The purpose of the PTI is to provide for the full development of the students in accordance with the plan, focusing on the personal and social aspects of the student. This includes the reports of the teaching team signed by me, and also their individual curricular adaptations. Claudia had to undergo a significant curricular adaptation. This consisted of creating a program that involved changes in the elements of the curriculum. In this program were adapted to take into account the change in the curricular content. In addition, as a measure for Claudia, it is emphasized that she can receive classes outside or inside the classroom as she needs. In addition, specific skills will be included in this, determined by the teachers who carried out the support Claudia intends to obtain. Speaking about teachers, Claudia will need to be assisted both inside and outside the classroom by hearing language teachers and therapeutic pedagogic ones. And when necessary, the child will receive the help of technical pedagogical assistant of the centers, as well as the tutor and the counselor. And the last thing to deal with is the classroom itself, since being in an ordinary classroom, the structure of this is a little more complicated. So it has been structured by workspaces. For example, Claudia's classes is distributed like this. In addition, we have adapted materials and manipulatives to be able to work on new concepts to be introduced, and all of this will have a lot of visual aids. In general actions, we have the proposals for individual technical aids for specific equipment to promote communication, mobility, and access to the curriculum, and the organization and coordination between the teaching staff and between them and the complementary educational care staff that intervenes with the students. In ordinary measures, they have to adapt the prescripting elements of the curriculum to the sociocultural context of the sentence and the characteristics of these students in order to offer the individualized attention in the teaching and learning process without modifying the objectives of the course. They must be considered in the teaching schedules, and also interactive groups, peer tutoring, and support ordinary group for teaching staff or the students. And last but not the least, specific measures, with programs or optional Spanish for foreigners, educational support and reinforcement programs, the host classrooms, and educational compensation programs.
Hope you like it.
In this subject, I think I deserve around a 7 or an 8 because I was so interested in this subject that I went beyond the subject and researched more than what was required. I've worked hard every week, and without a doubt, I've done my best. For me, the most important thing has been to learn the terms acne or acne. With this, I have understood a bit more about the different special needs that exist and the multiple branches that there can be with them, in addition to the fact that we have to attend to all students regardless of the needs or difficulties they have. Yes, without a doubt. Before, it was clear to me that diversity had to be attended to, but I didn't see how to be inclusive in education. And thanks to this subject, I've been able to give shape to this, seeing not only that it is possible to have an inclusive education and address diversity at the same time, but that it must be done. What I've learned with this video has been to consolidate the knowledge that we have been accumulating and working on throughout this course. In addition, I've learned to rack my brain to make the best possible educational response. Bye, and thanks.